We're at our favorite part, girl. Girl, I got no makeup today, girl. I just have on my tinted moisturizer. Always moisturize that face, girl. I'm protected from this UV rays, girl. UVA, UVB, girl, so you don't have wrinkles. Hello! So, either way, excuse this mug. Listen, so, yeah, honey. So, hello, JT Funny. How are you, honey? So today we're talking about, it's a little overcast where we're at today. I gotta watch too because a lot of people got their dogs out. And this guy, let me tell you how stupid people are. You're 5'7", okay? You're 5'7" and you're walking one bull mastiff. If you don't know what it is, bull mastiff. If you don't know what that is, girl, it's a big ass dog. Okay, you walking one bull mastiff. On top of that, you over here walking a boxer. And this man is like 5'5", y'all, 135 pounds. I kid y'all not. And it's like, are you okay? And the dogs are like pulling him. He's like, he got one leash, girl. He's doing this. He like, so we gotta watch him, girl. We gotta make sure he doesn't come up over here, girl. Because those dogs smell my baby, they're gonna wanna eat him, honey. He eat healthy too. They're gonna say, ooh, a snack. Anyway. So I'm coming to y'all today while we're outside enjoying this air. Look, he didn't even pooping here. We're scratching that. As we're taking our little walk, honey. Getting in this air before it starts raining. That's why I can't wait to get a yard, honey. I want a big backyard too. I've been doing house hunting in Texas online, and yeah, I've seen some places actually that looks really nice. One of the places, the house, it's really country, and I love it. You have no neighbors. Like I kid you not. The neighbors was probably what I would say here in California. I won't say a block. I'll say about 4 houses down. I love that, girl. I love that, honey. I love it. Give me my privacy, honey, because you know I'm walking around naked. I'm not putting no clothes on, girl. I'm walking outside naked. I'm not playing with y'all. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Naked, honey. No clothes on, no shoes on. Girl, bye. Anyway. So I'm coming by today as we watch our surroundings. About spirit, how spirit tests you. I received a lot of emails, and if y'all see right there, I drank some dragon fruit. It's called Beauty Blaster. It's dragon fruit, mango, passion fruit, avocado, and I think banana. So good, y'all. So good too. So sweet. I'm gonna get some more too, so when I'm craving cookies and stuff, I can drink that because it's so good. And it has everything in it too. All the vitamins, all the minerals, and all that. So listen. People, and I want to say this too. I want to note this. I need to, when I do my pre-casework classes, I need to start reiterating this because I know some people don't watch all my videos. Some people watch certain videos, or just so happen they didn't get a response or a notification for one of the videos, so they'll look at the video that they get a response to. When we're doing casework, let's say for example we do casework on, let's say protection. Those are one of the most common things I get. Protection, cleansing. Those are the most common ones. When we are finished with that work, because I do so much work, y'all don't understand, I do so much work. And even when I'm not doing casework, I'm doing my own stuff. And I like to focus. I don't like to be sidetracked. I don't like to be, that's why I don't hang out with people all the time. I don't like to be sidetracked. When I'm focused on something, I like to focus on it and get it done. Okay, so I cannot, it's not possible. And it's not that I'm, I don't like you, or I don't love you, I don't care about you. I cannot go back and deal with work that we did 2 months ago, especially if we're doing work on other stuff. Because of course, like I said before, I'm constantly doing people's casework, and I'm not going to put their stuff on hold, to deal with your stuff. Now, if you want to, you can always send in for a consultation. You can always pay for a reading to get insight on your situation, but I cannot and I will not advise you on work that we've been completed. And I'm gonna tell you why, and this is why I'm gonna go into this too, why spirit tests you. So I can't do that. That's too much. That'll put too much stress on me, and I can't do that, honey. It'll put too much stress on me. Already when I'm doing people's work, I'm already focused on their stuff, and some of their stuff could be a bit stressful. And then I'm going back and I'm dealing with you and your stress. And, as I always tell y'all, I'm very empathetic with people. I can, I could feel people's frustration and stuff. And this is another reason why I don't hang out with people. I don't hang out with people because when people are stressed, I feel that. When people are going through stuff, I feel that. My mother, people who know me could verify this with you. This is why I'm not one of those friends that can sit on the phone with their friends all day, every day and talk about their problems. I can't do that because I feel that, and then I'll start getting stressed out. Then I'll start having a messed up day. Then I'll start getting cranky. And then, of course, you could meditate and go into all that, but I don't want to do that just to keep doing it because I have people around me that cannot come up out of their themselves. That's what I'm gonna say. Because a lot of times what happens is when we're too into ourselves, things will happen to get us to step outside of ourselves. And a lot of people, they're so self-absorbed, and I think that self-absorption, if that is a word, could be on many different levels. One of them is you're concerned about your problems. You're not really cared about other people's problems. You don't really care about other people's problems. You don't care about how other people may be affected by a situation. You're so absorbed in, this is my situation. I'm going through hell because my man just left me. And of course, this is normal human emotions. But girl, we got people that are getting orphans. We got orphan kids out there. We got people that are out here getting beat up and murdered by their husband. So, I mean, there's two sides to the coin. But going back into this, like I said, I can't, if you are going through something, if we done casework together, and things are coming up still for you, and I hope when I tell you this, how Spirit tests you, you find comfort and you know that this is normal. And I always say this: when you start doing energy work, you are then beginning to manipulate. And I'm only going to say this for authentic people that do magic, not wannabes. Because wannabes, you got to learn how magic works, first of all, before you can go in and try to change that energy. Just by saying something, just by doing something without having full intention behind it, doesn't mean it's happening. So what a lot of people, what they do is they will do energy work and they will expect, or they will think that only one thing is going to change. And or they will say, I don't know. It could be they think that only one thing's going to change. It could be that they think that it's going to change overnight. It can be that they're not going to think that it's going to affect other things, that they're just going to say, okay, we're going to light these candles and we're going to get what we need to get. But what a lot of them don't know, and I try to explain this in all my videos, is when energy is in one area of your life, okay, whether it's stagnant energy or it's free-flowing energy, when you decide to do energy work, also known as magic, to change that energy that you're currently dealing with, what happens is all energy that is in that area or that deals to that situation is going to be affected. And it's going to be affected on multiple levels. One thing that Spirit will do is called the law of resistance. The things you resist, the things you fear, you will always have to go through with it. This is why I tell you, don't live a life full of fear. This is why the scripture says, don't live a fearful life. This is why the scripture says, when people ignore you, keep your distance. This is why scripture says, and people say, like I tell you, when you are going through something, try to cut your ties with people that are not beneficial to you. And if it is something with a co-working situation, still maintain your distance. Don't let them get to you. If they say, bitch, don't be like, oh my God, I'm about to file a complaint with Human Research. Don't do that, because what you're doing is you're feeding them. And a lot of times, especially, depends on what type of people you deal with. Sadistic people, trolls, vampires, energy vampires, they get off on your frustration. They get off on your anger. They get off when you're frustrated. They feel that energy. They love it. They love it. So they're going to go to you, especially them knowing that you're a spiritual person, or they know you're a fragile person, either how you act, how you talk, or how you present yourself. Because when you are attractive, people think that you're weak. People typically think that ugly people or unattractive people are more aggressive. Obviously, that's why a lot of people are scared of certain people on YouTube and off of YouTube because they're unattractive. So they're afraid of them because they look ugly as hell. No tea, no shade. And I'm not cutting in. I'm just telling you what I know to be true. Pretty people underestimate pretty people. People underestimate people that are attractive. Oh, she's so sweet. She look like she bake a pie. Oh, girl, you so lovely. Yes. So going into this, they are going to try to mess with you. Co-workers, lovers, friends, neighbors. What you are going to have to do is focus on your work. Focus on your goal. Your goal is to get up out the situation. Your goal is to mend the situation and move on. Your goal is not to bath or loaf inside of the current situation you're dealing with. And if you are still concerned about that, the universe is going to always, or spirit is going to always put you back in that situation until you learn to not let them have power over you. And I say this only because I do get emails a lot from people who we've done work and everything looks good in the beginning. They're like, oh God, yeah, it's manifesting. Oh God, everything is looking good. And then like a few weeks later, spirit will start testing them because it's something in there. It's something in them that's drawing the situation back to them, right? And they'll start going crazy. Like, oh my God, this mother effer still caught me, girl. Girl, he was gone for 2 weeks, but now he's still here. And I tell them, you have to calm down because spirit is going to test you. If you tell spirit that you're ready to get rid of this man, or you're ready to get rid of this girl, or you're ready to get rid of this situation, and you're ready to grow, spirit is going to test you to see if you're still agitated by the mundane and or basic things that these trolls and or energy vampiric persons is going to do to tick you off, to get you off your square. You cannot let people, persons, places, or things. There you go. You cannot let persons, places, or things stop or try to stop you from manifesting what you want. You have to stay focused. And that's why I would say when people send me emails, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's not that I don't care. My job is to keep you focused. My job is to keep you on track so you can keep your eye on your prize so that you can manifest your prize. If, all of a sudden everything is going good, let's say, for example, you got rid of this man, right? And because he was harassing, he was blowing you up, you blocked him, he still hit you up. We do work to banish this man, and he's gone. And I'm telling you, you gotta be confident in this work. You cannot doubt this work. And at first, you wasn't doubting. That's why he left. That's why he said, oh God, it's working. Yeah, because you really believed in yourself. But then you start developing doubt. And this is what the enemy does too, energetically. You call it Satan, the devil, Lucifer. What it does is, it will have you to start thinking, is this really gonna work? How long is this gonna last? There's no way it's this simple. It's gonna have you thinking that. And what's gonna end up happening is, once that door is open, it's gonna creep in. And when it creeps in, it's gonna be even harder to shut that door. So when you notice that door is starting to crack, and you know that the devil or the enemy or the energetic, anything that opposes to the energy you want, hold on. Somebody had on their damn. You seen this ugly ass car. We're about to get in this car right now too. Let's get in this car really quickly, y'all. Because this guy got these dogs, girl. Baby will be going crazy, and I don't want them to break loose and bite his ass. Ooh! Girl, this dog almost shot on my boob. Anyway, when you are fully ready, y'all gonna hear whine, possibly, who knows. But when the enemy sees that door is even cracked open a little bit, it's gonna try to creep in and pry it all the way open. You have to shut it down right when you see it. Right when you see it happening, you gotta shut it down. Nope, I know this energy is trying to work up against me. I gotta shut it down. And by shutting it down is ignoring it. Stay on top of your work. When we were doing work, when you did work, because I sent you instructions on how to do your work on your end, Go back and read those instructions and add more energy into it. If you need to read those scriptures, if you need to read those scriptures 3 times a day, do so. If you need to read those scriptures 20 times a day, do so. If you need to read those scriptures 9 times a day, do so. There's something, listen, let me tell y'all this, and you might say, ooh, 20 times for a scripture, that's a little too much. Girl, let me tell you something. I've been on a fast. Now, I don't know what type of fast. The dogs are right here. I've been on a fast. We're gonna call it a scripture fast. And literally, okay, excuse me. They don't want to play with you. Thank you, honey. Literally, what happens is, typically what happens is when I do these fasts, what will happen is I will end up reading these scriptures all day. And sometimes it's for 3 days in a row. And I will probably read these scriptures at least 100 times each day. So the same scripture I will read for 300 times in total. And you might think that that's a lot, but when you caught up in what it is you're trying to accomplish spiritually, you're not thinking about, oh God, that's too much. Oh God, I don't have the time. Oh my God, 100 times. I'm not telling you do it 100 times. You do it however much you want to, but you're going to have to add more fire into what it is that you're working on to see your results. So going into that, Spirit will test you. Spirit will see if this is really what you want. Prove it to me. And by proving it to Spirit is focusing only on your results. I always say this, and people misinterpret, or, oh my God, girl, you so harsh. Oh, and it's usually the ones that don't. That's why I say I'm gonna start ignoring that too. If you've never got casework done for me, if you've never taken a class of mine, your opinions of how I operate is obsolete to me, and I will just ignore it, and you might just get banned. Because a lot of people, they have these opinions about how I should do things, but there's people that's actually taking my advice and they're winning. And they've been winning. Can we talk about it? There's people that actually take my advice, and they're congressmen, honey, congresswomen. They sign contracts with music companies. Let's talk about it. They own their own multi-million company. Girl, what I want you to understand is that it's not about me, because I mean, really, think about it. Why would I care less if you get a man or not, or you don't get a job, or you get a job, or you stay at your job, or your coworkers mess with you, or they don't mess with you, or your baby father stay with you? Outside of being the spiritualist, why would I personally care about that? Right? That's the first question you ask yourself. Then on top of that, for me to speak about it when I have my own life, that tells you that obviously I care about something. There's something about your situation that make me want to speak on it. And like I said before, I'm not a bum bee. I'm not a basic bee. I don't speak on things that does not concern me, as I always say. And going into even worse, some of the times where people come in my live chat and we kind of got into it because they wanted to bring up other people's stuff. Like, oh, you know, Lady Gaga's a witch and this and that. Like, girl, I don't really care about Lady Gaga, so I'm never going to talk about her. So there's no Tito shade about that. So, you know, you're a fan of her, I'm not. We're going to keep it moving. And I just brought that up as an example. No tea, no shade. But people sit here and they'll try to like, and it's like, girl, I'm not about to sit here because it doesn't matter to me if Lady Gaga have sex with Satan or not. That's not my concern. Lady Gaga don't pay my bills. Now, if I decided to do a reading on Lady Gaga, that's a whole other thing, which I wouldn't. Because, you know, everybody got their opinion about Lady Gaga and that'll just be pointless, you know. But like I said, you know, I only speak on things that concern me and what I feel connected to. And if you come to me for work, obviously you've brought me your business, so I'm going to address it. And if you're like, ooh, girl, can you be a little soft on me? No, we don't do that. We don't do that soft approach, girl. I know how far I can push it. And I know how far I know how far I can go with it. Let me see if they're gone, honey. I know how far I can go with it, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna, you know, tell y'all this girl's name, and I'm not gonna tell you what she did, and I'm not gonna tell you, you know, I'm not gonna do all that. I may tell a story, but I'm not gonna put all the information out there. And please go back to any of my videos and tell me where I put out my client's name, because people always say, she talks about her clients. Yeah, she put her client's business out there. Well, go ahead and show me the video where I said a client's name, and I said their birthday and their location, and I gave their YouTube username, and I gave out their email address, and I showed their email, honey. And then we'll talk, okay? So, I mean, like I said, Spirit will test you, and if this really what you want, then you're gonna stay focused on it. Hold on. There's Kamai. He's Cambodian. So long. It's Cambodian, honey. It's the last song. So yeah, like I said, Spirit will test you, and you have to stay focused on your results, not the process. People will try to distract you. Trust me. When I was a bum, and I'm going to tell you my story because I don't go into stuff about my life because there's haters on the line, but there's people that still watch. There's more of you that watch me and love me, and you know, you want to hear things to motivate you, and you know, so this is why I'm going to tell you this story. You know, when I was, you know, in school, because I finished my nursing stuff, and then I was going to go back and I was going to do some a little bit of legal stuff too with the business. Halfway in, I started to change my mind. You know, I started to think, you know what? I don't want to do this. I want to do something else. And in the process of me doing that, someone who I thought was my friend, and this is what the devil was doing. The devil was using, I'm going to say the devil only because the devil is anything that goes up against what is godly. And what is godly is what you decide, because you are a piece of God. So you are a god or a goddess. So whatever you decide, if something goes up against it, it is anti-Christ. It is anti-God. It is the devil. It is Satan. It used this friend of mine who is an atheist, who was not a believer, who didn't believe in getting to the next level by working for yourself. This person lived with their mother. This person stayed in their mother's garage, you know, at the age of 26, 27 years old. No tea, no shade with that. Girl, I moved out of my parents' house 17 and a half, honey. I had to move back when I was 19 for 5 months because the man I was dealing with went to prison. The FBI came in and raided our house. And we talked about that before, but I won't go too far into that. So either way, this friend was trying to demotivate me. Girl, you gotta be careful. You know, you're a woman in this day and age, and people are gonna try to rape ya. And if you get your own house, people are gonna break in. And girl, you might wanna stay with your parents. Girl, why you wanna make more money? Girl, like every time I told this person what I wanted to do that was positive and was going to take me to the next level, he had a story to try to stop me from accomplishing these goals. And that's when I started to look at our friendship like, sweetie, as a friend, you should be motivating me. Because you're not older than me. He was younger than me by a year. You were not older than me. You know, you were not as wise as me, and I'm not saying wise because I'm older than you, but you weren't as experienced. You were still 20-some years old living at home with your mama. You know, no tea, no shade. Girl, like our lives are very different. You know, I got my high school diploma even after moving and living in the country, taking 2 buses to finish high school. I graduated from high school still. You know, let's talk about it. You know, it is what it is. You dropped out of high school. You wasn't motivated enough to finish school because you didn't have parents and or people to motivate you. So anyway, get up off of that because I'm not here to read. I'm not trying to put him down. But he did everything he can to demotivate me, and it scared me because I did start thinking about these transgender women that were beaten, you know, murdered, and I thought, oh my God, this is gonna happen to me, girl. Oh my God, I can't do it. And I would just be so traumatized, even to where if a guy was trying to date me, I would be like, okay, listen, so I know you're not gonna try to kill me. I gotta meet your parents today. And that was so stupid. That was so stupid. And then they were like, what? So I don't kill you? What the hell are you talking about? So either way, this person like I said, tried to demotivate me, and they tried to make me be concerned with the process. And that's what made me get more into spiritual. And like I said, 2010, that's what made me focus 100% on spirit. And I don't let nobody take me off spirit. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if I lose a best friend. I don't care if I lose a friend. I don't care if my family stop talking to me. I will never do anything spirit does not tell me to do. Listen. Anything spirit does not advise me to do, I will not do. If I say, y'all, I'm going to LA tomorrow, and I wake up that day and spirit said, no, the hell you're not, girl, I'm listening to that. Because there's people right now that are sick with diabetes, that are sick with MS, that are sick with other symptoms, who are spiritually inclined people. We're not talking about fake people, we're talking about real people. But because they did not listen to spirit, spirits have to come in and show them, you got to listen. You're asking, you listen to me when it's beneficial to you, sweetie, but when it's not beneficial to you, you don't think it's beneficial to you, you don't listen to me. And that's why I always tell people, you don't submit to spirits, but spirit will cut you off, honey. Trust when I tell you that. Spirit will cut you off. And that's why a lot of spiritualists now, they can't read themselves. That's why a lot of spiritualists now, when they give readings that are accurate, because you were only listening to spirit to make that coin. And when it wasn't about the coin, you wasn't listening. So spirit was like, girl, no, you're not about to use me. Spirits don't deal with users, and I don't deal with users. So anyway, like I said, honey, I listen to spirits. And this is why I've been saved by the grace. And there's a lot of things I've been through in life, and like I said, I'm not going to talk about because it's nobody's business. You know, it is what it is. But I've survived those things because of me believing and also listening to what spirits say. And a lot of people, like I said, it's pissed people off. Like, girl, that's messed up. No, it's not messed up, honey. No, it's not. Girl, I would lose a friend over what spirit tells me, girl. I'd rather lose a friend than a limb. Can we talk about it? I'd rather lose fans and subscribers than to lose my life. And that's what you got to understand, honey. There's a spiritual warfare, honey, and it's not about your flesh, it's about your spirit. And as long as you're not ready for that, honey, you're always going to be sucked into something. And that's what people got to understand. You operate in the mundane world, girl. I do too, but not all the time. Girl, I see things spiritual first before I get into what the physical thing is behind it. And I always tell people, everything manifests from the spirit first. It comes from the spirit body first, and then it comes into the physical body. And real spiritualists, they see that. That's how they're able to tap in and say, ooh, something ain't right. But either way, like I said, I cut that friend off. I stayed focused, and that friend was still cool with me. But from 2010, our friendships start declining. The more and more I started growing up, and yes, I did get into escorting around this time, and he was trying to, advise me not to do it. I'm scared for your life. That's risky. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, honey, walking outside your house is risky. Walking through your house is risky. You could die from having something from your ceiling fall and knock you out. You could die from somebody falling through the apartment above you, straight down and hitting you. Girl, you could die for accidentally slipping on your kitchen floor and busting your head wide open. That's what people don't understand. There are risks involved with everything. I could be sitting right here, girl, and this tree follow me. Sitting here just, whoo, boop. I'm gone. But, girl, that's risky. Girl, being an escort, that's risky. I'm glad you know what I do, sis. But the gag of it is, too, and I want to talk about this, 2012, he hit me up and he said, I want to make some money. What do you want to do? I want to work with you. So we did a 2-girl special. He dressed up, honey, and we made some coin. Girl, listen, I was shocked. Because mama gave me fish, honey. Okay, he really looks like a woman, honey. We made a lot of money, honey, the weekend that we worked together. It was Friday through Monday, honey. Yes, we made some coin. Girl, we were making so much coin, we had to turn off the ad. I kid you not. It was like client after client after client after client. And I was like, ooh, I'm drained, honey. I got to take this wig off. But anyway, like I said, he tried to demote me, and now we're not friends no more. And people are like, why you guys are not friends no more? I personally think it was jealousy. I personally think that, I mean, I could go into it. I think it was jealousy. I think because I'm a transgender woman of color, and this person is a very light-skinned gay man, he thought he was going to have the upper hand. And when he saw that I was getting what I needed to get, and when he saw I was manifesting, it got him a little bit upset. And it's not just with him. I know a lot of light-skinned trans people and gay people that think they're better than the dark-skinned girls. And because of that, they try to like, girl, you ain't gonna make no money. Girl, you ain't gonna, and it's like, well, girl, who the one that's lying and cheating to make some money? Who posting fake ads up on Backpage to get clients? I never had to do that. I don't do that, and I never had to do that, sweetie. Never. I never had to do that, mama. Never had to post no fake ad up, girl, not show my face in the picture. It is what it is. You're a real person, you're gonna attract real clients, and this is probably why I never had clients that really come in and walk out on me neither. Now, I had a few clients that try to come over and shortcut me, but I never had a client to walk in that didn't have no money at all or try to really take advantage of it. So, like I said, girl, I can't even cross my arm or cross my damn boobs. Girl, I wanna, anyway, so, like I said, at the end of the day, spirits will test you, and you gotta stay focused on the goal, not the process. And that's how you're gonna win. Wherever your mind go, your butt will follow. Trust me when I tell you this. If your mind is in the clouds and, oh girl, I don't have to worry about that. I'm too good, I'm too good, I'm too good. Well, listen, everything that you think you're gonna accomplish, you're too good for. So you're not gonna get it. You know, if you go around thinking that you the shit and nothing on you stink and I'm just this and that, I'm just so, girl, bye. And let me talk about this too. Christianity. I have family members that are heavy Christians, girl. And the ones that be like, I'm blessed and highly favored. Girl, I be looking at their Facebook like, I'm not cutting in, mama, but I didn't know that blessed and highly favored was going from walking to being in a wheelchair. No tea, no shade. I didn't know that blessed and highly favored went from being making $200,000 a year to moving in with your son and his wife. I didn't know that was blessed and highly favored. I didn't know that blessed and highly favored was being rushed to the hospital because you were on your way having a heart attack. You were having pre signs of having a heart attack, girl. I didn't know it was blessed and highly favored. You know, when you walk through your life healthy and you walk through your life blessed, and everything that you set your mind to, you accomplish, and everything you do, you did it on your own, girl. Then you sit here and talk about you blessed and highly favored, sis. When you sit here and everything that you have, girl, it's you. You own it. Can't nobody come in and take a motherfucking thing free, bitch, because it's yours. That's blessed and highly favored. You going through stuff, you being a transgender woman of color in a world that don't give a fuck about you, honey, and still survive, wake up happy, girl, that's blessed and highly favored. Don't sit here and talk about you blessed, highly favored, and you sick as a damn dog, girl. Don't sit here and talk about you blessed, highly favored, and you struggling, sis. Don't sit here and talk about you blessed and highly favored because you heterosexual, girl, and yet you don't know who the hell you are, where you come from. That's not blessed and highly favored, girl. I don't know what dimension you live in. I don't know where you live in, girl, but you don't live in mine, honey. You don't live in this third dimension, honey. Okay, you're not on Earth. You might be on Mars somewhere, girl. Venus, Saturn. But that's blessed and highly favored, girl. And that's no cut in on anybody out there who is broke and or people that are wheelchair bound. I'm speaking about people that say that bull crap when they go through something so people can have sympathy for them. That's all a sympathy thing. Girl, bye. You want to say you blessed highly favored when you were walking, sis. Why say now that you're in a wheelchair? You want to say you blessed highly favored, girl, when you had that money. Now that you're struggling, now I'm blessed and highly favored. Girl, I just don't understand people at all. I don't understand people at all, honey. Everything that glistens is not gold. And of course, after this, I'm gonna look at the live feed because I didn't bring my charger. And after this, I'm gonna go get me something to eat, honey. But like I said, honey, on YouTube and off of YouTube, girl, I know people that have been to London, that have been to Brazil, they've been to London several times. They from the projects, like myself. Broke, struggling, girl, living in the projects, honey. You know, not even really able to buy food for yourself. And they end up in London and stuff. And I would say, how is that possible, girl? And then once I learned the secrets of how they got that money, I said, no, ma'am. I will never be envious of a bee again. And that's what a lot of people want to project onto people is you're jealous. That's why you talk about people like that. No, I'm not jealous at all. Because there's a lot of things. People always come to me with opportunities to get a lot of money, fast money. But do I want to be involved in that? Because I know there's something illegal behind that. No, the hell I don't. I don't want to go to jail, girl. Hell no. Slow my process down, girl. I'm here to live freely, girl. I'm not here to be imprisoned. And that's what your problem is. That's a lot of people's problems is, girl. You live in a free world and you want to be in prison, then you want to get upset when you do get behind bars. Girl, you should have thought about it before you did things to put you behind those bars. But either way, girl, going back into the YouTubers too. There's some YouTubers that are appearing that they're manifesting. And I'm not going to say no names, but they're appearing that they're manifesting. And girl, they manifested because their whole family was in on a scam, girl, and it's public record. If you look, girl, they all went to jail for it. If you look online, it's on the internet. They went to prison for mail fraud, bank fraud, wire fraud. Like what's her name? What's the girl named Teresa Giudice? Girl, just like her. They went to jail for that, girl. They had the mama, they had the sister, they had the husband, they had the nephew, they had everybody in on a money scam, girl. And that's how they all were buying houses, and they foreclosed on one house, they took the money out that house, they got another house. Same thing with cars. They drive a nice ass car because they secretly heard up and put a car in somebody else's name. Then they found bankruptcy and they end up keeping the car, because in bankruptcy law, or in the law, once you file bankruptcy, all your assets has to be reported. And they will make you sometimes sell things, and or they will take away things to cover the money that you owe. So what they will do is people will actually put the name, the house, and all that stuff in other people's name, so that way it doesn't get taken care of. And some of the YouTubers it worked for, some of them it didn't. Some of them, girl, they still got in trouble. But they come on YouTube and they act like they manifesting, girl. And they act like, I've been here. Imagine didn't get you that sis lying and cheating did. If that's what it looks like to manifest, I don't want it. If you gotta lie to a bank to get money, honey, if you gotta lie and say you can't afford nothing so you can have extra coin to flaunt on YouTube, I don't want it. I don't want it, sis. Because you dead and gone, girl, they only gonna remember you for 5 months. I guarantee you that. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about you like that, girl. I know a lot of YouTubers who have passed on. One of them I actually knew personally, honey. She was friends of the family. She had lupus. She died from lupus several years back, girl. And she had a lot of subscribers. I think close to 1 million. Nobody talks about her. I know another YouTuber who was not friends of the family, but I knew people who knew her. And she was murdered by her baby's father. It was all over the news. And nobody talks about her no more neither. So it's like, at the end of the day, girl, I don't care about having subscribers and viewers, girl. I'm here to help people, and it's about the people that I'm here to help. I'm not here, oh, girl, well, look, girl, I got 25,000 subscribers. Girl, okay, good for you. Also, a lot of people put their videos on forums and stuff. I don't do that. Maybe I need to start doing that, girl. Put it on blog spots and shit, girl, so I can get my views, too. No, I'm playing. I don't care about that, girl. The bills are paid. My student loan will be paid off April 18th. Ow! What? My largest student loan bill too, by the way. Oh, thanks you, YouTube. Thank you, my YouTube subscribers and supporters, for supporting me, girl, and giving me those coins, because I was able to pay off my debt. Woo! Me playing with my stuff on camera, girl, have got my bills down, girl. All that escorting, twerking it for a few $100s, girl. And, you know, calling those clients over, dealing with your fathers, because your mother didn't want them no more, so your father gave me a call. Dealing with y'all husbands, because y'all didn't want to give y'all husbands what he wanted. Girl, thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you, honey. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, girl. Because now I'm very close to being debt-free. Ow! Girl, buy a $32,000 student loan, girl. And I'll be paying my last payment April 18th. Come on, Navient. Woo! Come on, Navient. Come on. Woo! Girl, we got to celebrate, honey. Now, that's blessed and highly favored. Ah, that's blessed and highly favored, sis. Woo! Okay. I'm too excited. Let me go down. Hello, Lady K. Hello, Luciana. Yeah, Bull Mastiffs are huge, dog, Lady K. Girl, he had 2 of them, girl. They were chocolate, too. One of them just had a baby. Yeah. So it was one male, one female. Oh, I didn't take my allergy pills last night. Damn. Look at this duck right here. Look at this duck. Y'all see it? Look, he brave. Look, he trying to walk by my baby. Look at him. He wants some bread. I should have brought them some bread. You want some bread, baby? Oh, look at him. Let's zoom into him. Y'all want to zoom into him? Let's zoom into this little bird. Huh. Let's zoom into the baby. Let's zoom into him. Hey, honey. Honey, you want some bread? He got red around his eye. Come on, baby. You want some bread, honey? You want Mama Mia to go get you some bread? Look, he better not come over here. You better not come over here. My dog gonna fight you. My dog gonna, no, girl, my dog gonna fight you, ma'am. Sir. Whoever, whatever, you better see you, girl. My baby right there, he gonna get you, honey. He gonna get you. You better not come over here. Do you want some bread? Ma'am, you want some bread, honey? With some butter? You want some butter and bread? Okay, let me zoom out of that, honey. Honey, mama want Anubis. Hello, Rose. How are you, girl? Hello, Tasha. Yes. Come on. Listen, Lady K, step in that work. Step in that work, and that coworker's gonna be gone. Step in that work, that coworker's gonna be gone. What I love about road opening spells, and I love about spells that's a big duck, honey. He is big, or she's big, honey. Look, she's so big, she gotta put her neck up like that. Look at her. Look at her. What's she doing? Look at her. I want to get me some ducks when I move to Texas. I love ducks. I want to put them in my backyard. I want some peacocks too, honey. Are peacocks legal in America, girl? Let me know, y'all. We're putting that in my backyard, girl. Look at baby. Look. He know not to mess with her. You like ducks, baby? You want some ducks? You want some chickens too? Some black roosters and some black hens? You want it? You want some quails, baby? Yeah, he want that. But yeah, step on your work, Lady K, so they'll be gone. Get them up out of there, girl. Get them up out of there, girl. Get them up out of there, girl. Get them up out of there, honey. Hello. Hello, Norma. How are you, girl? Yes. Andre said, you telling the truth, sis. I got tested the other day to have sex, and I didn't want to. Well, not as soon as we started talking, but the feel was so strong. I was willing to let go of my morals and values. There you go, and you fought through with it, Andre. See that? See that, honey? That's what it's about. That was a test. That was a test, honey. I'm telling you, after your test, you become stronger. There's a song by, what's the song called? Mary J. Blige, These Tears. I like the version where she did the song with the Italian guy. What's his name? I love his name. Ooh, God, what is that man's name? He is so hot. The Italian guy. Girl, but these tears, there's a lesson. It makes you wiser than before. It makes you stronger than you know. It's so true, honey. It's so true. You have trials and tribulations to see how strong you are as a spirit. And you really get propelled. Girl, you don't know how many times, honey, I needed money. And I'm going to say this to people. I knew people that were caught up in a lot of stuff, including my relatives, and they served time. They're still in there, 18 years. Honey, they were like, you want to make some money? What is it, cousin? Well, listen, I'll cut you with $15,000. I'll give $15,000 cash right now. And it's like, okay, but what's the catch is, cousin? Okay, $15,000 right now, and then I'll give you $30,000 in next month. I'll give you another $30,000 2 months after that, and when it's all said and done, the last payment will be $60,000 cash. So I'm like, girl, that's wait a minute, that's well over $120,000. I can use that, girl. What? Girl, I can buy me a house. I give me a Mercedes, girl. Pay cash for it, girl. Girl, I get all the surgeries I want to get. I can go over there to Thailand. I can have some fun in Thailand, London. I go over there to Dubai, get me a husband. Come on back, sponsor him. Go over there to Egypt. Get me a man over there too, sponsor them, bring him back to America. We have a menage a trois, right? So, but I wasn't thirsty. And I said, well, tell me what the catch is, cousin, because the money sounded good. And, I believe what you say, because, girl, they've helped other people, which is true. I got cousins out there that are 21 years old, 22 years old, and they had sponsors. That's all I'm going to say. And I know their sponsors was some of my relatives because they were into that negative stuff. Either way, what ended up happening is, it was a pyramid scheme. And I won't go into detail with it, but they arrested like 32 people. And I said, honey, I'm so glad I did not get involved. I'm so glad I was not desperate to say, yes, that's quick money. Oh, it sounds good. Because, girl, I would have been behind bars too. And that's why I was telling people, you got to think about your stuff before you jump in on stuff. If it sounds too good to be true, it is true. It is too good to be true. Honey, girl, you got all this coin, girl, bye. Then you get bored with yourself, girl. Then that's what makes people want to start doing drugs because they didn't have to work for their money. When you don't have to work for your money and it comes to you easy, girl, it makes it easier for you to blow that money. You want to go out, you want to buy weaves, wigs, drugs, alcohol. When you got to work for your coin, girl, you're not doing that. You're not doing that, girl. You got to work for your money, girl. You're not out here blowing your money on stupid shit. You know, people, oh, girl, you don't got no money, girl. Get a new wig. Girl, bye. I could buy me 20,000 new wigs, girl. Girl, I could probably buy you a wig, too, and your mama, too. Girl, we're not talking about the cheap ones. We're talking about the human hair ones, girl. But let me tell you something. I work hard for my money. And you never know when a rainy day is going to come. And I want to make sure that I'm good. Me and my dog. How about that? So while the rest of y'all are going through your teas, honey, no tea, no shade, I can look back and say, whoa, she said she was a spiritualist. Spirit didn't tell her about this dryness that was coming. Spirit didn't tell her to invest her money in other things instead of buying sacks of weeds and crack rocks and bottles of Grey Goose and Remy Martin and all that good stuff. Like, no tea, no shade. Spirit didn't tell her about all that. Spirit said, sis, don't worry about it. You always gonna have that money. Girl, bye. Yes, hello, she's the beast. Come on, honey. Yes, devil is lived backwards, honey. No, it doesn't mean nothing, honey. But, I mean, let's talk about it. The whole story of Adam and Eve was that Adam and Eve bit from the tree of knowledge. And they became aware of things. And that's what made, the Most High dethrone them, right? Basically. So the same thing with the devil. It could be that because you were deceived by living. You did what you want to do. Living means that, or lived means you did what you wanted to do on your own terms. When you got people dictating how to do things, you're not living, you're just existing. When you got people telling you, and that even goes to this too, Tasha. I have a friend who's dating a man, and I don't know if they're dating or if they're friends of benefits, but it just puzzles me how you guys are together and you show this man off on your Instagram and on your Snapchat, but he don't put you on his Instagram. He don't talk about you with his family. When people ask him who you are, he tells them that you're just a friend. And you're aware of this because on top of that, he got a house without you knowing about it. He told you that he was still struggling and he bought a whole house, girl. I mean, when I tell y'all a house, look, right here, a house like that. He bought a whole house, sis, and she didn't know. And she tried to get me to like investigate. And I said, girl, you got to pay me for that. And that's what made her say, girl, if it was you, I'll do it for free. But then her friend who's bummy and basic, she steals from Walmart and shit, girl. She gonna get caught too. But anyway, she going in there and she put shit in her shopping cart. She run off with the whole damn shopping cart, girl. And I said, girl, I will never hang out with that friend. Please don't let me hang out with that friend, girl. Cause I know Walmart offer, I know they offer rewards, girl. I will turn that B in. I'm not playing either, girl. Girl, what? Girl, give me a $15,000 Walmart gift card? Girl, bad. Girl, bad. Girl, bitch. Girl, bad. I got no loyalty to her, girl. I don't got no loyalty to her. She ain't my friend. But anyway, girl, and she knows this, Tasha. And she's like, well, girl, he gives it to me good. And when I need to talk, he's there to talk. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, are you this dumb? Like, we kind of got into it today, Tasha, because, I'm going to go get something. And she said, I want to go with you. Then all of a sudden, she's like, I don't want to go because he's trying to go too. No, thank you. But I'm just like, are you that dumb? Like, I talk to people when I need someone to talk to. They're not my spiritual people. They're normal guys. I talk to them because I know they're not going to judge. I know they can't come back and say, oh, girl, she told me this, that. No. And they listen. And I'm not with them. They're not my boyfriends. But I can talk to them anytime I want to and say, hey, I want to, share some things. Sure. All the time they say, you got anything you want to talk about? Always hit me up. Girl, bye. And I'm not with them. They're not getting under this ass neither. I don't bend it up over girl, spread it wide and all that shit from girl. We're friends. So, girl, bye. You gotta live, honey. And if living makes you part of the devil, girl, bye. Girl, bye. You just lost a best friend this week. That passed because she didn't respect my boundaries and lack of respect because they took me as a joke, but still got love at the end of the day. You know, the friend that I'm talking about, I was friends with for 10 years. We knew each other as teenagers, 14 years old. And then we stopped talking when I was about 27. This was about 2 years ago. We stopped talking. Yeah, 2 years ago. Oh, it's about to be 3 years this year. Basically, we stopped talking. And, you know, I wouldn't wish harm upon him. But how I feel about it is, in this world we live in, it's dog eat dog. It's about you or it's about them. And you cannot let people walk over you. You cannot let people use you. You cannot let people make you feel any type of way. If anybody make you feel less than what you feel, you got to cut them off. And sometimes that means even your own mama, your own sister, your own brother. And trust me, it's not easy, but you will survive. You will survive. Trust me when I tell you this, you will survive. When I look at these TV shows and I see my people, you know, that didn't have love from their mom and stuff, you know, I have friends that grew up that were gay. You know, I have friends that were gay, lesbian and gay males. And my mom took them on as her own kids. You know, I got a cousin right now that everybody think he's gay. He's not saying it, but his own daddy said, I think you're gay. Oh, should I be putting that out there? Just like 2 days ago, they did a group chat and he's like, you need to come out the closet, bruh. And my mom was telling my cousin, like, you know, because some people, they're not into that. They're not okay with that. You know, they're not okay with their sons and daughters being that. And that's fine, girl. That's their life, not yours. But anyway, so he's afraid that he's not going to be accepted. He's afraid that he's not going to be accepted. Look, Anuba's barking at this little girl. No, be nice. No, be nice. But either way, he's afraid he's not going to be accepted by these people that are his favorites. And my mom told him, you don't need them, you know, and it's true. You don't need them. I'm going to be here for you. But on top of that, you got to be there for yourself. Going even into, you know, some of y'all will keep talking about at 35 years old, 40 years old, my family don't love me. I don't come from love. My mama didn't love me. My daddy didn't love me. My mom was a crackhead. My daddy was a prostitute. And it's like, sister, you are 40 years old now. You got to let that go. You gotta let that go, sis. Now it's time for you to work on loving yourself. And I encourage that. You know, before you try to date someone else, if you don't have a good relationship with your family, before you try to befriend people, and before you try to even date people, get that stuff healed first. Don't put that on your new friends, because then you're gonna be looking stupid and you're gonna get a oh girl, everybody don't like me. Well, no, you don't like yourself, sis. And you're putting it onto other people. Get yourself healed first. You're not going to be in a healthy relationship if you do not heal the traumatic experiences you have with your parents. You were raped by your father. You were molested by your mother. You were abandoned by your mother, your father. You got to heal that stuff, honey. Because your life is not going to go well. I'm telling you. I'm telling you from my own experiences. And it's not anything that I've experienced personally, but I know people who've been through stuff. And I watch them and it's like, ooh, girl. It all go back to your parents. Everything does. Trust when I tell you this. It all goes back to your parents. You know, when you attract bummy men, your dad was a bum. You know, you think your dad's going to be a bum, or you going to attract a decent man? The hell? You don't know how to handle a decent man, sis. Because your daddy wasn't one. Can we talk about it? Your father is the first man that you will ever encounter in your life. Can we talk about it, sis? Same thing with a man. Your mother wasn't there for you. She didn't love you. She didn't respect you. You ain't never going to find no queen. All the queens you get are going to be fake queens, girl. They're going to be wannabes because your mama wasn't a real queen. So she didn't teach you how to handle a real queen. And that even goes into men and women who date good men and good women. And they're like, girl, every time I get with a good man, I fuck it up. Yeah, of course, because your daddy wasn't a good man. So when you do get a good man, you don't know how to treat him because your father wasn't there to teach you how to treat a king, because he wasn't a king. He was a slum. Let's talk about it. Girl, bye. Your mama was a peasant. You're a peasant too, sis. No tea, no shade. You can work through that. You can get over that. You can heal yourself, but it is what it is. Your mama was a peasant, and that's what you grew up knowing. You're a peasant too. You're always gonna be a peasant, honey. A lot of people call their mama queens. Everybody's mama wasn't a queen, honey. Everybody's mama ain't a queen. No tea, no shade. Your mama didn't raise you, girl. She's not a queen. No tea, no shade. Your mama didn't do whatever she could for the best of you. She put D before you, girl. She's not a queen. No tea, no shade. Girl, your mama gave you up because she couldn't handle you, girl. That's not a queen. No tea, no shade. Girl, women are stronger than men. A man walking out on a child is normal. That's not rare. That's not, oh God, that's so horrible. But a mother, you carry that child for 9 months, your whole body get displaced, honey. Your whole body changes. And you just say, oh, I don't need that child. Like, girl, that takes a dog. That's a dog, honey. There's nothing cute about that. There's nothing human about that, girl. That is an animal. And I can't even call it a dog because a dog don't do that. A pig does, though. A pig will eat his own child. There's nothing cute about that, girl. There's nothing royal about that. Your mama's not a queen, so stop saying that. My daddy was a king. Really? Did he raise you? Did he support your mama? Because the king supports his queen, and the queen supports it and supports her king. Can we talk about it? Honey, what? Was your daddy in your life? Did he abandon y'all? The first thing things got hard, did he run? Okay, he's not a king then. He's a peasant. And that's okay. Just because he black don't mean he's a king, honey. And that's why I hate people do that shit. Girl, I don't care about that. You black or not, girl, you're not a king. Everybody not a king, everybody not a queen. Everybody's not a god, everybody's not a goddess. Girl, it is what it is, girl. Get over it. I'm not apologizing. Come on, Melly. Hello, Melly. Yes, honey. Come on, Melly. Good and humble. Come on, girl. Okay, they are all the way on Pluto. Come on. Come on, Andre. I was going to call you Ushay. Hello, Larry. It's cold in North Carolina. What you doing in North Carolina, Larry? It's so cold in North Carolina. What? Peacocks are running wild in Fort Lauderdale? Ooh, I need to go kidnap one. Listen, Larry, we're gonna have to email each other. Do they got a nest you can steal an egg for me? Larry, is that illegal? Larry, Larry, can you find a nest and steal an egg for me, honey? Mama Oshun won't mind. Mama Oshun, let him find an egg for me, mama. Mama, let him find an egg for me, please, mama. If it rains tonight, she says yes, Larry. If it doesn't rain, I'll let you know. That means she says no. If it rains tonight, mama, he can grab an egg for me, can't he? He can grab a peacock egg, girl. I'll raise it, girl, bye. I'll raise it in my apartment until I move. Girl, bye. Y'all mad. I'm gonna have peacocks on YouTube, girl. We're gonna be on YouTube. Y'all gonna see the peacock running in the background. It's gonna go, goo, 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 goo. I knew this was gonna be chasing this damn peacock. Girl, I'm gonna wake up with peacock feathers all around my bed and shit, girl. I'm gonna say, girl. Well, Nubis eat duck meat, so I might gotta be careful getting a duck, because he does eat duck meat. Yes, he has these duck meat treats, so I gotta be careful with that, girl. Chickens, he does not eat chicken like that. So, yeah, he doesn't eat pork. Ugh. I'm not gonna get no pig friends neither, no pig animals. Girl, please. Girl, I'll be torturing those damn pigs. I get a pig, girl. I don't care. Animal SPCA, girl. I'll be torturing those damn pigs if I ever get some pigs, girl. No, ma'am. Hello, Devil's Ivy. How are you, girl? Yes, you do preach things when you. Yes, you do preach things when you work for them. Exactly. Okay, that's on my girl. Bye. Let me work for my tea. Okay, snatch and run. Come on, honey. She has been the best for tea, but there you go. But the growth process is uncomfortable. A lot of people don't want to be uncomfortable, though. A lot of people don't want to inconvenience themselves neither, Andre, and that's why they can never get change. Change is uncomfortable. Change will make you cry. Change will make you upset. Change will make you afraid. But once it's all over, you'll be like, damn, I'm glad I did that. Trust when I tell you that. A lot of us are afraid of change. A lot of us are afraid. Fear of the unknown is the #1 fear in this world. And, you know, we're afraid of change, but change is important. And that's why a lot of people look at people, they're racist. A lot of people, they're homophobic and transphobic because they don't want to accept change. They want things to be how it was 30 years ago. Things are always going to progress. You got to get over it. And if not, you're going to be hurting, sis. You're going to be living under a rock. Ain't nobody going to want to deal with you but people like you. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, girl, but you're going to have a small-ass community, honey. Because everybody is LGBT friendly. Everybody is about integration. Not everybody, most people are. Now, you usually got the pro-whites and the pro-blacks that are not, but everybody else seems to be pretty open to it. You know. Hello, kid. How are you? So I was debating that an opinion can't be wrong. I don't think so. I mean, maybe in the sense of Andre, if people think it's okay to be a child molester. Like, well, he was molested, so it's okay for him to be a molester. Like, sis, no, it's not. I do agree with that, yes. But opinions are just opinions. And unless you have the solution, let's say, for example, if someone say my opinion about you is that you're a liar, well, that's not necessarily wrong because that's their opinion. Will you debate about it? No, I wouldn't. You thought I'm ugly. I'm not about to sit here and fight with you and say, I'm good looking, sis. I wouldn't do that because that's your opinion. Maybe you never met somebody that looked like me. Maybe everybody that you met in your family was ugly as hell and they said that they look good and you thought that good looking people look ugly as hell and ugly people look good looking as hell. Like, who knows? Everybody's reality is not the same reality. Okay? Yes. That's so true, Rose. You cannot love anybody else if you're lost with yourself. You have to just have to have love in order to give love. You have to have love in order to give love. You got to have it in you. If you don't know what love is, you know, you're not going to be able to give love to anybody because you don't know what that is, sis. To some people, love is abuse. To some people, love is talking Joe, you nasty bee, you nasty chuck, you scandalous hoe. To them, that's love. To some people, love is being abandoned, being ignored. Well, I don't, you know, it's okay that my friend promised to go out with me tonight, but then she cut our date out in order to be with a man. No, there's nothing okay with that, sis. I'll cut that friend off in a minute, honey, putting D before our friendship. Girl, bye. No, she don't shade with that. Like my friend today, girl, like I said, we were supposed to go out to this Mexican restaurant. And girl, she was like, oh, he wants to come along. No, thank you. No. Girl, when I hang out with my friends, that's a long time, girl. I don't want kids coming along. No shade. No kids coming along. I don't want none of that, girl. We gonna do that, girl. We can hang out at your house. But I'm not gonna be in no damn restaurant enjoying myself, girl. Hey, sit down. Sit down, girl. Some people's kids ain't well behaved, girl. Yeah, alligators eat their young too. So you can't trust no alligator, Larry. See, you said that right. You said that right, honey. Alligator and pigs eat their own. Your mama's an alligator, witch. Ain't nothing cute about that. Now, Oshun, alligators are animals of Oshun, so, you know, let's not go there. But there's a reason for that, and it's not because they eat their own young. Ow! Kidnapping peacocks, yes, I want him to kidnap some peacocks for me, honey. Larry, snatch up some peacock eggs for me. Yep, you got to be uncomfortable, be comfortable. Exactly. I'm telling you, honey, I don't regret anything I experienced in life. Nothing I experienced. Eating top ramen noodles and potatoes for almost a damn year, I don't regret that. I don't regret that at all. I don't regret living in a living room with no walls, no privacy. I don't regret that. I don't regret, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't regret none of that. I don't regret none of that, honey. I don't regret not having a car, getting my first car at 27. I don't regret that at all. I don't regret that, honey. I don't regret, you know, taking public transportation. Well, I didn't take it for that long. I got Uber and all that. But still, I don't regret that, girl, at all. I don't regret bumming rides off of people, girl. I don't. No. You know, it is what it is. I appreciate my car because of that. You know, I appreciate that thing right there. You see her right there? Miss that, you see that white thing right there, honey? We're gonna call her Miss Oreo. You see that right there? I appreciate her. Ow! Girl, she make me want to get nasty in that back seat. I actually did something in that back seat too. That's how you break in your car and stuff, honey. Hello. Anyway, hello. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. Okay. Listen, baby ready to go home, y'all. Look. He ready to go home. You ready to go home? You ready to go home? Look, he ready to go home. Look. You ready to go home? You ready to go home? You ready to go in the house? Poor baby, look at her, look. Baby. Oh, poor baby. He ready to go in there. He ready to go home, y'all. Yeah, he ready to go home, y'all. Look, y'all, this phone gonna end up dying. We'll stay on this phone until it dies, y'all. You can check out that blogspot, 28spirit8mystic8.blogspot.com, honey. Yes, girl, the spring equinox. Oh, I can't wait to get into that. Also, if you signed up for the Bible study class and/or Bible study group, we're gonna have our first class this Friday. We're gonna have our first class this Friday, honey. Oh, girl, it's starting to get warm. It's gonna rain. It's starting to get a little warm. We're gonna have our first class. We're gonna have our first class next Friday. So if you sign up for the Bible study class or if you sign up for the class, you will have your class next Friday. If you sign up for the discussion group, the book club, our first discussion will be next Friday. Oh, excuse me, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, you're visiting your little brother in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Hey, there's some ley lines there. You better go get some of that energy, Larry. Larry, there's some ley lines up over there in North Carolina. You better go get it while you can, Larry. You hear me, Larry? You better go get it while you can, honey. Larry, you better go get it while you can, honey. This rug is underneath my feet. Hold on. There we go. Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry. Right, sis. That's why I was saying an opinion can be wrong, because if a pedophile feels it's going to be one way, yes. So opinions can be wrong. Depend on these circumstances. Yes. I do agree with that. Yes, listen, look at him. He just came from the park walking, and he's still trying to sniff outside and stuff. This is why he need a yard. Yes, but yes, I think an opinion could be, oh, here got a drink right here. Look how gorgeous this pink is, girl, this drink. It's dragon fruit, passion fruit, mango. Shoot, there's something else in here. I can't remember. It's still cold too, as you can see. And I put guava, pineapple juice, and something else in it too. Girl. Oh, did y'all see my nails? Ow, girl, dipped in the gold. Ow. I wish it was a little more shiny. I'm gonna have to foul this and put more clear coat on it. Yes, girl. Yes. Girl, listen, we were in swimwear at the spring equinox, honey. Shout out to the 2 people that signed up for it so far, honey. Hell, there's only 3 people joining. I won't say that's even better, but it is even better. Because the less people that come, I think the more tea I'm gonna give out. How? Can we talk about it? The less people that come, I want at least, in my mind, I want at least 12 people to come. If less than that come, I'm going to give out more tea, even more than what I was going to originally give out. Because, of course, I want to, appreciate the ones that are supporting and coming and getting their tea, because it's for you, honey. It's for you, honey. Things happen in numbers. Everything is greater in numbers. I feel that. I believe that. It's going to die. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, no, opinions could be wrong. But I always say this. I don't fight about people's opinions. You know what I mean? Like, what I look like fighting with someone about their opinion? Like, girl, bye. I'm not gonna sit here and be going back and forth. Only people that get bothered by that are the ones, what they say, hit dog is the only thing that hollers, right? When you struck a nerve, people go crazy. If not, they let it go and they keep it moving. When you're still stuck on something must have got you. Something got you, sis. Something got you. Something hit a nerve. So like I said, I won't debate opinions. I'll tell you what I feel. You tell me what you feel and we keep it moving, but I'm not here to change. People like to debate because they want to change your mind. I'm not down for that, sis. That you got to be one board person. I'm going to debate with this person so they could change their mind. I'm not, sis. I met people that are homophobic, transphobic. I met people, oh my God, here go the car that got the Hawaiian license plate, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can turn this around. This must be a sign. Am I going to Hawaii? Am I going to Hawaii, sis? But either way, like I said, I won't debate people about their opinion. I met people that were homophobic, transphobic, and some that were racist. And I said, you know what? I'm going to introduce my theory to them, and we're going to keep it moving. And my theory opened them up. Now, at first, it didn't appear that way. You know, at first it appeared that, girl, I'm not listening to what you got to say. But after a while, they're like, you know what? I like the conversation we had because, and also people like intelligence. Everybody likes to have an intelligent conversation. Even people that are not so intelligent, they will try to debate with you to sound intelligent. Everyone likes an intelligent, and even if they don't like it, eventually they will, because when new ideas are introduced to you, and there's something I want to go over in a later video, because this video is going to die, so I don't want to get too deep into it. But when someone is teaching you something, you're eating. And everything you eat, you have to digest. And everything that you digest, it gets stored in your body somewhere, right? It gets stored in your body somewhere. So when someone introduces a new idea to you about something, and you're taking that in, something in you is going to change. And that's why I said before, you don't have to hear what I'm hearing right now, but if it's truth, it's going to resonate with you somewhere down the line. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people too. You will say your opinion. It doesn't feel comfortable to them at that moment. You know, it's kind of like tasting something bitter and you're like, ugh. And all of a sudden you keep eating it, then you start getting comfortable with the taste. Your taste buds start enjoying it. That's the same thing with a lot of things. A lot of people, you know, they digest it. Once they digest it, then it starts making sense to them, but they really don't want to deal with that neither. So they'll try to become combative with you. Like, and it's like, and it's not about you agreeing with me. It's just that when I talk about things, it's my opinion. You're not going to change my opinion. It's my experience too. And yeah, anyway, I know I'm jumbling this up because I know this phone's going to die. We'll stay on here until it completely dies, honey. But either way, honey, excuse me. No. You're welcome, Larry. You're hearing artillery fire. I will look online. I will look up ley lines near you. I'm sure there's some in Fayetteville. I'm sure, Larry. I'm pretty sure. Of course. Eating animal meat is unnatural, to be honest with you. Anything you put in your mouth is considered oral sex. So people who eat animal meat are performing bestiality, technically. And that's why a lot of religious people, they don't eat certain animals and they don't believe in the woman having oral sex on the man and vice versa. Because, anyway, I won't go into that because that's unclean, right? So, like I said, having sex with someone who you're not married to is unnatural. You wearing cotton and wool is unnatural. A man shaving his face is unnatural. Woman shaving her body is unnatural. Woman being on her period, being in the same building as everyone else is unnatural. There's a lot of things that are unnatural, but people will try to pick and choose it with the homosexual stuff and the transgender stuff. I kid you not, every time I watch a pro-black video, they have to find one section in the conversation to talk about LGBT people. Have you noticed that? Like, I know I'm not the only one to notice that. No matter how many pro-black videos I find, they always find a little sample to talk about how gay and transgender is a white man's thing. And it's just like, oh my God. Every video, sis. On top of every video, sis. On top of that. Why bring that up? Because I could say that's why a lot of black people in America are uncivilized, because in Africa, they're free-roaming warriors. And now when they come to this country, they come to, well, even in Africa, they're domesticating the countries. I won't say domesticating, but you know what I'm trying to say. A lot of people can't get, they're not domesticated. So that's why they're still animalistic. They have not been domesticated. And we're not even talking about just black people. But I mean, like I said, that's like me saying that to the pro-black people. That's why black people act out. They do certain things because then their DNA to be animalistic, because they chase animals. They hunt the wild. They do wild things. Same thing with European people. People even from Asia who live in the mountains and stuff. They act a certain way because that is their environment. So how about I did a video every time when I said that about black folks? Like, this is why a lot of you niggas that you don't know what it's like to enjoy a house and get a house. You don't know what it's like to have a nice car and deal with your nice car. Because in your homeland, girl, you were chasing animals and cheetahs and zebras and lions and tigers and bears, and you were wearing lambskin skirts and palm tree leaves around your body. So when you put on clothes, girl, you want to sag your clothes because you really don't want it on you anyway. You know, you don't like to wear shoes because you didn't have it on in your native land. What happens if I say shit like that? Then people will say, ew, she racist? Listen, ignorance is ignorance, honey. Homophobia is ignorant. Racism is ignorant. You cannot be against racism, but be pro-homophobic. You cannot be anti-homophobic, but be pro-racism. It goes hand in hand, sis. It goes hand in hand. I'm not racist, but I don't like gays. I'm not homophobic, but I don't like the whites or the blacks or the Asians, or I don't like racists to intermingle. And it's like, do you hear how stupid you are, sis? Do you hear how dumb you sound, sis? You're pro-ignorance or anti-ignorance. There's no warm. There's no warm, honey. You're hot or you're cold. The Bible says that too. You're hot or cold. You're not in between. I hate people who don't like gay people, but I can sit here and talk about I don't like fat people. What? What, sis? I have nothing against the gays, but I have everything against the blacks or the whites or the Asians. This is why you're not getting out. See? Yep. Look at him, y'all. Look. Look. He's on the dashboard. See? That's how, see right there? See right there, y'all? See right there? That's how the cops. See right there? That's how I almost got a ticket the last time. And let me show you what I did when the cops got up there. I grabbed him by his butt like this, and I said, "It's okay, officer. He won't do it again. Officer, he won't do it again. It's okay, officer. He won't get up there again." I said, "It's okay, officer. He won't do it again. He can step off that damn dashboard." Act like you never been outside. Hello, Sister Tangalang. Go ahead, work it out. There you go. Well, you're spiritual first, not black first. The true who you are is not your skin color. Can we talk about it? You're not black, you're not white, you're not gay, you're not straight. That is all something in this mundane world you are. You are a spiritual being first. And that's what I'm about. I don't see myself as a person of color. I do see myself as a transgender woman, because that experience goes beyond my understanding and your understanding, because people don't understand transgender people. They never have and they never will. So I will always say I'm transgender, but me being anything outside of that, honey, I mean, it is what it is. Mind your business. Go back there. Go back there. Mind your business. Girl. Hello, Tangerland. He got spooked tonight, honey. Listen, he got spanked every night. Yes. That's right. Yeah, that is right. Yes, people are spirit first. And the fight is between spirit and not flesh. Then why are you so worried about other people's spirit? Because they all say that. The fight is not between flesh, it's between spirit. So why are you so concerned about if a man became a woman or a woman became a man? If a man wants to suck another man off, if a woman want to eat another woman out, why are you so concerned with that, then, sis? If it's the fight between the spirit, not the flesh. Because you can't be in your body having a fight with spirit. Because you shouldn't be concerned about what spirits are over here in the first place. I'm not concerned about spirits over there. You shouldn't be worried about spirits up over here, girl. If my spirits want me to drop it low and spread it wide, why are you concerned about that, sis? Because I'm not concerned about you giving it up for free and ain't got nothing to show for it but bankruptcy, bad credit, and you out here begging to get coin. I mean, girl, out of y'all, I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me, though. That's just me, sis. Listen, I'm gonna have to get up in there, y'all. I see a man with some basketball shorts on. He's a tall man too. I don't know what race he is. He's tall, though. I'm gonna have to go in there and check him out, honey. Yeah. Basketball shorts on, honey. Ooh, yeah, I love me some basketball shorts, honey. Yeah, what? Let me see between those legs. No, I'm playing. I would gag if it's not a man, if it's really a woman. I would gag. I'll say, baby, come on over here. Ow! Even more fun. Come on. Okay, call me later, Tang. Like, yeah, this phone is dying. This phone is gonna die, girl. Listen. We are spirits first. We are spirits first. We're spirits having a human experience, and people will put their human experiences before their spiritual experiences. And listen, can I open this door? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to move. Let me back this on up, y'all, because we're too close. Come on! Yeah, we're gonna back it all the way up. We're gonna back it all the way up. Look, and this person, girl. Girl, these people don't know how to park. Girl, they're like all up in this. Yeah, I have to move because when I run in there, I got to open this door quickly and throw him and then run in there. I'm at my favorite Mexican restaurant, girl. Tacos, burritos, tortas, quesadillas, paleteria y taqueria. He ready to go home, but he think he getting out to get some of this food with me. He not getting out with me, y'all. That's how he crying, because he know he ain't getting out. He know he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out with me. He know he got. That's why he crying. He ready. He ready, honey. Listen. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. Do I have OWN? I don't know if I have OWN. I'm sure I can see it online though. Girl, this 15% of this battery is pretty long. Let me get up in here, y'all. Get out my bag. Stop being nosy, honey. Get out my bag. I wanted to see Black Panther tonight. But guess what? Thor is in Redbox. So I'm gonna go rent that. I'm gonna go rent that and watch that. Uh-oh. Damn. Damn, okay. Listen, y'all, let me go, honey. This dog's starting to get me frustrated. Excuse me. Move back. I will box you out, little boy. Move. He's cute, honey. He's cute now. This who baby was barking at, guy. Mr. Rob, honey. Mr. Rob. That's Mr. Rob, honey. Mr. Rob, honey. That's Mr. Rob, honey. Ow! Yes! Girl, let's go to keep up with it. Oh! Let me go ahead and just lock this door down. I guess I'm taking y'all in here with me. Because, and the phone dies. Because these lines are getting longer, honey. I don't want to be waiting all day for my food. Okay. Hello, Shirley. When you